Alright guys, I got a little wild hair in my ass, and I decided I put an oil catch can in here, and I just used whatever I had on hand for my hosing, and then I ended up finding a better hose that actually has a better, I could find it. I don't even know where the fuck I put it, but I'll fucking have it out here in 2 seconds. But yeah, I still haven't gotten good shocks for this thing, but that's okay. We got fucking 15 plus other cars. You can't afford good shocks for one. Yeah, going fucking bankrupt if you end up buying good shocks for all fucking 20 of them, right? But anyway, all day I spend for parts. I don't give a fuck about having hood shocks. Plus, I was a firefighter. I don't like approaching vehicles. If the thing ever gets on fires, I'm saving fucking firefighter's life. One of them hood shocks is not going to be any risk of going into any lifesaver now, because I don't have hood shocks. Plus, I save maybe 6-7 ounces, about 3 ounces each. I don't know how much they weigh. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I am going to put the oil catch can. It's already in, but I'm going to show you how easy it is to just do it, because I'm going to put another fitting in it, because the fitting I have is not kosher. I want to get it to flow better. The catch can, I've had this car in for about, what was it, 2 miles? Maybe a mile? Yeah, about 2 miles. Maybe a little less than 2 miles. Yeah, so I'm taking it back out and I'm putting I want it to be able to flow better back into the inlet, even though that inlet's coming out. So, but while I'm doing this shit right now, real quick, I'll stop talking and get the shit going here. Okay, the first thing you need to do is you'll have 6/8 millimeters. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 and 6, which I have those tabs snapped off. So let me get that thing going here. You got monkey arms, you just lean on over. Just make sure you don't got a big belt buckle or keys in your fucking pocket. Fucking monkey arms. So you get that fucker off, the fucking cabin filter off. You can throw that shit if you want to, I don't give a fuck, it's up to you. I throw mine. This shit, you know what? It's always good to take these things out. I like to just fucking pull them the fuck out. I guess I got them ready like that. I don't know. Maybe you can fiddle fuck with it with your little screwdriver if you want to get yours out. But I have mine set out to where they just pull right on out. So I ain't fiddle fucking around too long. Then you get this carbon refill sensor out, which determines on if your carbon filter is clean or dirty, I guess. This thing, it's not an ambient air, outside air temperature sensor, despite what some videos are going on with. I mean, there's people saying that's the ambient air temperature. Every BMW I've owned, they're over by the bumper, and it's the same thing with this one. It's over on the bumper. That's not an ambient air temperature sensor. This is not an outside air temperature sensor. This is a carbon filter sensor. So, anyway, get that out of there. Now, if I could be any more fucking annoying, I had a beer. Let me see if I could even get to this mother. Okay, that is where my oil catch can is. You see this? You see this little guy right here? This little son of a bitch right here is my oil catch can. Okay? That's the oil catch can. Okay? That one is going to my crankcase ventilation. I know it looks a little Mickey Mouse, but who gives a shit, right? I'm not going to be fucking with that one. I'm going with the one back there that goes back into the turbo inlet. That one where it goes 90. It's not pinched. It's just a smaller, I want a larger tube on there. And then it's a 90. It's not a 180 degree. And so I guess it is pinched a little bit. It's not pinched, but it's not going to flow as good as it should. And I found a fitting right after I got done with this job that would work way better. So yeah, fuck this shit. So the next task is to take the valve cover off, or the valve cover, which is 1, 2, and then you got that one there, which I never put that one back, which it's down and it's right there, and then you got this guy right there. So I got this, but I don't ever put that fucking thing back. I mean, it's stupid. So I just use this one, and this one. I think it's a 5 Torx. Or it's not a Torx, it's a fucking Allen. So it's a 5mm Allen, and you have 4, which I have 3. So you got to get that cover off. All right, so let's get this cover off here. So I believe it's a 5 Allen, you know. No big deal. Fuck me, dude. Don't drop your fucking bolt down in your engine either. Because then you're going to spend fucking a day looking for it, which I'm going to. It's because I fucking had some beer before I started my little fucking video, which probably is not the best idea. I don't know why I'm not going to... You know what? I'm going to grow up. I just... Not today. So you got to get this motherfucker out of here. And you know what? I got to find that other bolt. And yeah, so even idiots make mistakes. Okay, this is the new fitting that's going on. And you could probably go all rubber with it, but I'll go aluminum a little bit too with it, since I don't have that much hose, so I'm just gonna... But this is the way it's set up. I'm gonna be going too crazy and taking the can out, but I'll show you what's going on, and I'll try to define it as best as I can, if I can get the flashlight over here. Here we go. All right. All right. Now, here's the oil catch can. Okay. This is the crankcase ventilation right here. Okay. This, you could just squeeze in here, which really never works. You got to pop a flathead on this side and on the back side. And you need to get this off. Okay, so you get a... Not on these sides. You get a flathead on the top and on the bottom. Okay, and then it'll pop off. And it's the same. It's the same with this, except that has a hose on it now. Okay, see, this is why I'm changing it, because I got this fucking little screwy, skinny little hose on here, and I'm not dealing with that shit. So, and it's all fucking slinky and dumb. It's not kosher. Anyway, I just did it temporary. I was just doing it, but okay. So you got your crankcase ventilation. It's exiting here, okay, and normally it exits and it enters this, okay, and that's the intake of your turbo. and then that's what recirculates. But instead of it going right into here, obviously we have an oil catch can, so it goes here, okay? And now the intake of this oil catch can, this part, which is a ventilation part, the actual ventilation from the valve cover or the crankcase ventilation, right, goes to the oil catch can, and this is the part of the oil catch can that's baffled, okay? So it'll miss, baffle, drip, and then the baffles will drip and drip and drip here into the bottom of the oil catch, which unscrews. Okay, then there's an opening on the top of this, which, because it's double baffled, it's never going to be able to come back up unless the catch can is full, or very, very little, because it's separated. Okay, so now this is going back into the intake, goes back into the intake, where it's that screwy design, back into the intake of the turbo, okay? But because it's so restrictive right there, that's why I'm replacing that fitting, just because that's not a lot of ventilation. This thing's making some power, so I don't want to be fucking around too much with this little weird hose that I had on there, okay? It was good until I found a better fitting. I mean, I was going to order another 180 online, a silicone one, but anyway, so your ventilation, the actual ventilation from the crankcase, your valve cover, goes straight to the baffled part, which if it's facing you, it'll be onto your right, okay? And then that other part will go back into your turbo intake. It's real simple. So we're going to get started and remove this hose. Fuck. That bitch is in. Now let's neck this bitch back on. There we go. You just get it on as good as you can. I mean, if you get it on a half-ass, you're all right. I'm just kidding. Make sure it's on right. Okay, so that's good. Now I got this bad boy. That goes to the baffle. That's from the crankcase ventilation. And none of these fittings really need to be fucking clamped down too hard or anything. I mean, they're all these very low pressure, so they'll never fall apart. That's good. Okay, so now I got a nice good flow. Whew! It can breathe. She can breathe, or she can when she needs to. That fucking little lame ass kink is gone. See? Watch. Little kink. That is now a nice fucking 90 bend. Goes all the way. So we got this guy right here. Crankcase ventilation. Top of the valve cover. Boom. Straight through here. Hold on, I gotta get it right. It's hard to do this here. Boom. Straight into the can. This is the baffled part of the can. Actually, it's double baffled. Boom, boom. And then that sucks in the clean air, which still may have a little teeny bit, and then it goes boom back over into that 90 and into the intake of the turbo. So that's it. So now that I got this in, I'm gonna throw the shit back on and be taking it for a little test ride. And yeah, put some E85 in that sucker, this sucker, and we'll see what's up. Like that, so. Right now I'm on map 2. Second gear, it'll just light them up. Here we go, third. This is map 2. Get this going a little bit. I don't think the ethanol's in quite yet. It's just not pulling right now. Let's see. I wish I could get. Oh, there's a new 5.0 Mustang. Be fun, huh? Fuck you, dude. What, you don't think I could get on the freeway? Your Mustang ain't shit, dude. What, because I pulled in front of you, you want to act like a dick? This guy right here. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you, dude. Yeah, you didn't want none. Let's go. Let's see what we got here. You want to see second? Watch this. You see that shit? Watch third. Alright, I'm done, bitches.